What's up, Midcar Mafia? I'm the one unfortunately doing this intro. Our boy Nate is nowhere to be found. Me and Mike have been calling him for hours. We're worried sick.
Yeah.
He's not filming a movie. He's
Nope.
not filming a TV show.
Nope.
His contract isn't up. We
Nope.
don't really know what has happened to him. And so if you know the whereabouts of Nathaniel Dickinson, let us know. But it's your boy Melvin. I'm here with Big Mike as always. What up, Big Mike?
Sir, what up?
And then we got a guest with us today, my boy Rococo. I'll let him share just a little bit about himself, story, bro. Let's just jump in, bro. Like, who are you? What do you do? And how did you get into wrestling?
I got you. Name's Rococo. I've been watching wrestling since might have been April of 2012. I had a friend that I grew up with that used to watch wrestling all the time, and I was one of those people like, "Hey, bro, you know wrestling's fake, right? You know wrestling's fake, right?" So I'm sorry, I was one of those. And then I think one day I was flipping through channels, turned on Monday Night Raw, and it was the episode where Kane and Daniel Bryan were going to therapy, or like in that storyline.
I love that.
And from then on, that's not like the best thing to get hooked onto, but from then on, I've been pretty consistent up until now. My daily life, I stream. I do that pretty much every day, Monday through Friday. Do WWE content, like Universe Mode and all that on Thursdays. So it's
Yeah, we gotta check
Great.
that out.
That's sick, bro. Well, Pod, me and Mike are going to be taking turns doing this because, like I said, Nathaniel's nowhere to be found. Mike is going to take lead, but the reason why I'm talking first is because I got a question for Big Mike.
Yeah.
My boy went to Tulsa.
Yep.
He pulled up for Raw.
Yep.
And I just want to know, Mike, what was your favorite part of getting to experience Raw? You got to do it with your son again. That's awesome. And then tell us one thing that you wish you were actually at home fast forwarding on Netflix.
Yeah, so my favorite thing about Raw was what you did not see on TV. So we're second row. We got lucky getting them. And I had made this OKC in 5 sign. And for those who don't watch basketball, you have the Thunder in the NBA Finals versus the Indiana Pacers. Who's an Indiana Pacers fan? Pat McAfee. And so the moment he walks out, I got this OKC in 5 sign. He stops, looks at me, says, "In 5, really, you think so?" And I said, "Absolutely, in 5." And then he said, "No way, Pacers in 6." And so the whole arena was chanting OKC. But even during commercial breaks, he would if I wasn't paying attention, he would tell the fans to get me. I look over and he's just trash talking. Pacers. He kept saying Pacers in 6, Pacers in 6. And I was like,
awesome.
No way. And I had the sign and I was just holding it up every single time. And he just nope. So that was
So what
pretty
you're
cool.
saying is it's going to be Big Mike DeRossit versus Pat McAfee in SummerSlam.
100%. We're on the same platform. So,
Yeah.
here we go. Lock in. You got to start
Hey man,
somewhere.
y'all do similar things. He looks like a youth pastor.
Yep.
You are a youth pastor.
True.
He talks to many every week. You talk to many every week. I mean, you're basically the same person, bro. Except he doesn't have Noah.
Yeah, and he's rich. So
You're rich in faith.
yeah, amen.
There we go, bro.
That's all that
All right,
matters.
what about fast forward? What was the moment where you're like, I wish I was just in my couch with my 2 dogs, my wife, my 2 kids, just vibing out with my feet up. I wish I could fast forward this. This is awful. What was that moment?
Raquel's match.
Bro, I thought you were a fan of her. I thought you loved Kane.
Let's just say Kane. I was so disinterested in that. I don't even know who she wrestled. All right, so let's just start with that. I even sat down the entire match. It was on Twitter. So, yeah, delete that one. Ignore it. So boring. Io Sky came out, I believe. Yeah, who cares?
You did.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Can you confirm if Raquel is definitely 2 feet taller than Nate?
Bro, she is tall. She is not 2 feet taller than Nate, but she's taller than Nate. So
That is insane.
You don't realize
bro.
how,
Oh,
just real quick, you don't realize until you're that close just how short and tall people are.
yeah, it's true.
So that was interesting. You want to tell you who's like, he obviously Braun and Bronson. Seth Rollins got some height on him. But CM Punk,
He is
AJ
tall.
Styles, El Grande, Chad Gable, they're not that tall. So, but Seth, he was probably wearing boots too. So Paul Heyman's a big guy as well. So I told Paul Heyman, I kept yelling, Paul, you're the definition of aura, because it's true. But he didn't look at me or the crowd one time, which that's his character right now. So, but it was great. It was awesome.
Did he feel loved by you?
No, he did not.
All right, Mike, what are we talking about today? Run us through.
Yep. So today we're going to be talking about obviously what happened on Raw briefly, but also we're going to give our Money in the Bank predictions. We are excited about this Money in the Bank this weekend. It's a big weekend. You got AAA, all that good stuff. But we're going to talk about Raw real quick. We had the debut of Stephanie. What do y'all think about it? She won her Money in the Bank qualifier. What are your initial thoughts? Do you think she's going to have a good career in WWE on Raw? Let's see what you got.
I'll start off legit. I think nothing is stopping her. Like, we've seen people come in international, not speak the best English. Io Scott's a perfect example. Somebody who's come in and just killed it from the very beginning. Crowds connected with her already, so really the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Whenever it comes down to her career.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her a lot. I think she's great, bro. I think she's gonna have a great career. The women's division has needed a boost, and I think with her, and then also like Roxanne and all these other girls that are coming up recently and lately, it's gonna give a good boost to it. And then I know we're talking about this later, but definitely, like she's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. You know, she has something that, on TV you can kind of see it, but in person, she has aura in the ring.
Yeah.
Like, WWE did right by giving her those flames on her entrance. It is a sick entrance. And they are setting her up to succeed. Just her whole gimmick, like the way she carries herself in the ring. You're right, she has very broken English, but the crowd does not care, dude. She got a massive pop last night.
That finisher got to change.
Yeah, it does. Yep, it does.
that backbreaker, that got to go as soon as possible.
Yeah. Well, what I was gonna say was, her losing that NXT title really fast. I just almost have a weird, like, I just feel like she's the dark horse, bro. I know we're talking about this later, Money in the Bank predictions, but she's a pretty good shot for dark horse for that win. Like, I think they had, is it her or what's the other girl's name? Julia? Is that her name? Which one was the one that was given basically like the choice of going straight to main roster or staying in NXT? It was Stephanie, right? She was given that opportunity. I can't remember which one it is, but like it just makes so much sense why she took her time, because like she's insane.
Does she have a good lucha libre background? Like, can she high fly off the top rope? And like, if she could add that to her bag, bro, that'd be heat to see.
I think at the last NXT pay-per-view, the one that just happened, her match against, I don't remember who, but it happened. She hit this like standing full off the top rope, and it was fantastic. Like, she has lucha libre in her bag. She just holds it off. The WWE style is a lot slower.
I will say, for the women's division, you need someone who can kind of do that. There's no one. I can't think of anyone who, like, lucha libre female-wise. In WWE, no one. Zelina isn't it. Raquel isn't it.
Hey, bro, I was gonna joke around, but I'm not joking around. Chelsea Green.
Yeah,
she fought Penta, bro, and she was actually kind of nasty.
You have like obviously Tiffany and Charlotte, but like I'm talking about like a true like lucha libre.
Oh yeah, I understand.
And if she could bring that in, that'd be so heat, in my opinion. So,
yeah, bro.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Let's keep it in the women's division. No Pop Lyra. What did y'all feel about that promo?
Now, she should have stayed at NXT a little bit longer to get, but I know, Jalen, I know.
It's Rococo.
but it's oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, Rococo, I get it, bro. I know. No, for real though, like she's just boring, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of honestly just feel bad now that she's even going against Becky because Becky's just she's too quick, too good, too great at it.
Thing about it is I feel like ever since her debut, she got limited. Her in ring is great, and she's had solid promos against Becky. But nowadays in wrestling, it's about becoming a person and not a
Mm.
gimmick. People connect with people. So with her doing the bird thing, like that's cute and all, and might sell a little merch. But after a few months, it's like, what else is there? And going up against Becky, someone who has been set
Mm-hmm.
for years upon years, it's hard. It's very hard to lift up Lyra at not even to the same level as Becky, because that's ridiculous, but lift her up whenever Becky just kind of overtakes her in
Yeah.
almost every category.
Yeah.
So in ring, she's there. She could come out of this feud looking better, but even then, she needs like a dominant feud to hit that point, maybe.
Well, last night they were giving her the what chant after every word. That's not a good sign. For someone that you're trying to push to be like a face, to carry the Intercontinental Champion, and you're getting the what chant, she has already lost the crowd. Already lost it. And this is just the beginning, unfortunately, because like you just said, like, what can you do next? It seems like nothing. And so, I hope I'm wrong, but we'll see. So, any other thoughts before we move on?
I still think it's going to be a great match at Money in the Bank.
Yeah, we'll get to that later too.
That's gonna be dope.
Yep. I want to say this. You didn't see it, but Karrion Kross was the main event guy before it even started against. Oh man, I just went blank. Alpha Academy guy, not Otis.
So,
Yeah, they went against each other. Karrion
brother.
Kross. This man needs to be wrestling on main card. The pop, the energy. I mean, you would have thought that he was a champion hearing this dude come out. I mean, people just chanting his name. What is the plan with Karrion Kross right now? Does anyone even know? Does WWE know what the plan is for this dude? Like, that's a legit question. He's wrestling on main event, bro.
Yeah.
Put this man, let him do more than like a 20-second, like, locker room hovering over your shoulder gimmick. Let this dude wrestle and cook.
I'm afraid that the reason why they're hesitant of giving that dude another chance is because they gave him multiple chances, but truthfully, they're the ones that set him up for failure with these awful storylines and these awful, factions, bro. Like, y'all remember the 68-year-old pit bull with the two twins, whatever? I don't even remember who they were because that's how forgetful they were. Like it's like, So I wonder if they WWE are the ones that shot themselves in the foot and now they're hesitant about doing anything with him because it didn't go well. But obviously when you let the man do his own thing and let him be creative himself, he's cooking. I mean, the fans love him. So I agree with you. He should be main card for sure.
I will for sure tell. I feel like from WWE's perspective, it's just sitting and waiting. Like Triple H had said this about LA Knight way back when. He was like, good things come to those who wait. So if the universe keeps pushing Karrion, he'll get his shot. And then depending on how good he does during that shot will in turn make the next thing happen and next thing from there. So it's building.
Yeah.
Hopefully SummerSlam, but who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. There's a lot cooking. And I'm going to trust Triple H, even though have been a non-believer of his writing in the past, but I'm going to choose to trust. Last thing I want to talk about before we move on that happened on Raw was that main event. El Grande Americano was going to Money in the Bank. And there's a photo of me that was on Twitter of him in the middle of the ring, and you just see me surrender Cobra. I had no idea that was going to happen. Did anybody?
I didn't. Actually, Tori was the one that said, "Babe, is El Grande gonna freaking win?" Like when we saw the little like preview that they were gonna fight,
Mhm.
she said, "Is El Grande gonna win?" And I was like, "I don't know."
I mean, Seth came out, obviously
Oh,
cost Punk. What's the long term run with this? Why? What? Here's what I want to know: if Seth possibly could win Money in the Bank, why is he feuding with CM Punk, who is no champ? Like, I'm gonna give an early prediction. This makes me feel like he's not gonna win Money in the Bank because of how involved he is with Punk still. Like, what's the long story like with this? Like, why is it just repetitive over and over and over? It feels like with all these main storylines, it is the same thing. Like, why does it matter? Why Jey Uso's not even going against any of them at Money in the Bank? He's teamed up with Cody Rhodes, go against Logan Paul and John Cena. But yet Jey Uso and Sami Zayn and Punk are all involved with the Bronze and Seth Rollins. What are we doing with this? El Grande Americano is going to Money in the Bank over CM Punk and AJ Styles. Are you kidding me?
I feel like they're going
What's
to
the-
stretch it
mm.
all the way to Survivor Series, and I feel like that's going to be hopefully that's the major payoff because they've been wrestling since the beginning of Netflix, since even before then. So I think Survivor Series is their like end all be all. We end it here, and then people go their separate ways.
I don't know. The way WWE's done Damian and Drew times 10 and Cody, and so we'll see. Alrighty, let's move on to Money in the Bank. It's this weekend. It's going to be great. I love Money in the Bank just because of, all that it plays into really who could be the future champion of WWE, guys and girls. And so we're going to start off first with the women's Money in the Bank. And just to refresh you on who is in it, you have Rhea Ripley, Naomi, Alexa Bliss. I'm going to butcher this name because I got a little bit of hillbilly in my name. Julia? How do you say it?
Julia?
Julia?
Close enough. Yeah.
Bro, that is... Why can't they just make it normal?
She's Asian / British or whatever.
Oh, man.
I don't know what she is. It's crazy. Yeah, I love it.
Looking at this, I would never say Julia. But you know what? I also have an Oklahoma public school education. So
You're also handsome. All right, next.
thank you. Roxanne Perez and then Stephanie. Who do we see winning Money in the Bank? Who are you going to choose? What do you got?
All right, so Mike, did you notice that when you see this old Mike and Rococo, when you see this matchup, it's your 3 up and coming WWE rookies versus 3 studs. They're all workhorses, even Naomi. I'll say that. No, she's awesome. I'm excited about it because we get to see like the vets versus the rookies.
Yep.
And I think what this is going to do, it's going to cook up some potential feuds for the summer, maybe all the way to Survivor Series.
Yeah.
I think we're definitely going to see a lot of 3v3 in this, a lot of teamwork in this, but then also we're going to see a lot of I just think a lot of stuff is going to be cooked up. Now, who could I see win this? I don't know, because as much as I love those 3 vets, I don't know if any of them should really be getting a title chance right now.
Wow.
Rhea is going to have an incredible career. She has 15-20 years in her. She's going to be insane. Naomi, I don't know if I could see her with that case. Alexa, it's only a matter of time that she goes white 6, and so it's hard for me to see those vets kind of get that briefcase. I'm gonna go with one of the rookies, and then I'm just gonna go Roxanne Perez.
Wow.
Just because
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Prodigy. I don't think Judgment Day is dying anytime soon. I thought it was, honestly, for real, but it looks like it's just getting better. And the reason why I think Roxanne is gonna win is because I also think Liv is gonna get the title again somehow in the next 2 to 3 months, and that'll set up like a the Prodigy following around the women's champion, like kind of like a cash in for that. But I'm interested to hear what y'all are gonna say. They're like, I'm not even 100% sure with my prediction. I think that's a fun one.
I completely agree. Well, with the Roxanne pick, bringing back what you said about like Liv Morgan, I don't want to give like this example, but like the Tiffany Nia Jax pairing, something similar to that, but with more at stakes because of Judgment Day. Looking at the other competitors, Rhea is too on fire. Like she doesn't need it, and I feel like Money in the Bank is something that you give to superstars that need that last little thing to get the eyes on them. Naomi, she's already involved with the Jade and Bianca once again. Got to keep that pushing. Alexa, real talk, it feels like she returns every 3 months now, does nothing, and then fades away to obscurity. So until she has a significant feud, some more matches, at least on TV, to make, I'd say the newer viewers lock in on Alexa, because people from like 7 years ago love Alexa Bliss, want to see her succeed, all that. But for this newer generation, for these new eyes, I need more. Julia and Stephanie Vaquer are, from a casual eye, very, very similar to one another. And that's why they got split between Raw and SmackDown. And I view at least their rookie season as a time to make them different. Because if you simplify it, the international stars came up through NXT, did amazing there, and now they're on the main roster at the exact same time. And since they're both in that same spot, I think you let them both develop and look towards next year. But if we're talking about story right now and story long term, Roxanne had her debut, and now she's a part of the Judgment Day. Liv already said that she wants that women's title again. So like exactly what Melvin was saying, it's like this story can not only be here this month, but it can continue on for a year plus.
Yeah.
And keep us entertained.
Yeah, I mean, for viewership of the pod, I feel like I got to go with the opposite pick. We all can't say it. So I'm going to say Alexa. So I think they're already kind of hinting towards her and Tiffany.
Veteran wise, I agree with you, Mike. So yeah. But yeah, continue.
Rhea doesn't need it. She just doesn't. I think you see her and Steph go at it. You kind of got a little teaser on Raw last night, which would be fire. But put it on Alexa. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see Alexa winning that. So, but I could also see Roxanne. So to me, it's one of those two. So, all right, let's move on to the men's Money in the Bank. We had the last qualifier last night, and it was El Grande Americano. You have Seth Rollins, LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, Penta, and Andrade. Who is your pick to win the men's Money in the Bank? And will they do what Drew did and cash it in on the same night?
Our pick is Andrade.
On the same night?
That's what Drew did last year.
Oh, yeah.
Rococo, Andrade. Okay.
That's big, man.
Breaking down the people. Same way. Seth Rollins has so much going on. LA Knight. There's a certain point where we got to stop.
We're not, though.
It feels like it's been 3 years. Like, hey, this LA Knight push. He's had championship opportunities. He's held the U.S. title. It's like...
But he's never had the main champ push, though. That's a whole different vibe. Going from mid-card to main event later. Okay. Continue.
And then Solo has his stuff with Jacob Fatu. Of course, I'm thinking like short-term stories, but of course this matters and adds on to it. Penta, once again, I'm somebody who likes to see the slow build into something else. And Penta, once again, hasn't had like that major thing. He's flirted with the Intercontinental, but do I believe with the way that he's being booked so far that he's ready to make that jump instantly? Not yet. El Grande, ain't no way. But Andrade, though, looking at all of the AEW guys that have transferred over and seeing the way that they've been booked as of recent, seeing everybody else who's come in from the championship victories in NXT to the major debut packages, even if you look at the guy with the eye, Black Mass, you know him. But
Aleister Black?
Andrade, Aleister Black. It seems like Andrade, they kind of dropped the ball on him. And this is Andrade's time to get elevated to the person that we know he can be. So it's a dark horse pick for sure, but he's a part of it for a reason, and I want
I
to see
like
why.
it. I like it, bro. That's awesome. Um, I'm gonna go stupid pick right here. I'm gonna go El Grande. I'm gonna go stupid pick right here. Hey, correct me if I'm wrong. Um, the alleged El Grande, Chad Gable, right? He's fighting a dude for a title on
Yep.
Worlds Collide, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, if that dude won the title and then El Grande won Money in the Bank, I would just be so confused and shook. And so that'd be a crazy shock factor. El Grande to the moon, bro. That would be crazy.
That's wild.
That would be crazy. I do want to mention my wife really wants Penta to win, and she's like almost 100% he's gonna win. So,
Yeah.
Rococo, we get to bully her on Saturday if she's absolutely wrong. So, because we're gonna
He's
have
for
to
sure
just
gonna have
find
that
out.
big spot. I was looking at the women's match, and it's like, you know how like a lot of ladder matches have that spot? That's like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, how did they pull that off?
Yep.
The women's one, it's gonna be somebody jumping off a ladder. That's about it. But the men's,
Oh yeah.
with the different combinations,
Andrade.
Andrade,
Yes.
El Grande. Oh my goodness!
Yep.
Call the ambulance right now. Have them on
For real.
standby.
So,
It's gonna
like,
go crazy.
I'm waiting. Mike. Yeah, tell us who you're gonna say.
I think the winner of this is LA Knight because hear me out, okay. Rococo, this is where me and you better go back and forth, and I can feel it, and I'm here for it.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
They're not going to let this man not win it for a third time. And the push, like, he is a main event type of guy. We all know this. The charisma, the chant, the song, the bag. This dude is over with the fans. He sells merch. He has it. And for it to be 3 times of him not being Money in the Bank, I do not see this happening, okay? I want to read the last few Money in the Bank winners, and this is why I disagree with your Andrade pick, okay? Because to me, Andrade is kind of stale. The feud that he had with LA Knight and Carmelo, like, yeah, they were cool, but like the crowds weren't like, oh my goodness, this is awesome. Like, it was, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, it stayed at like a level. Even with the high risk stuff they did, no one ever like got like crazy about it. It never broke the internet. You have Drew McIntyre, who was already there. The storyline was there. Already had the fans, already has the name. They gave it to him. You have Damian Priest, who was on that line, okay? He was on that line of like, what do we need to do with him? Hey, let's put it on him. Senior Money in the Bank. It worked because of how the Judgment Day ended up being, okay? You have Austin Theory, who won it. Another guy who was like, he had heat on him. People booed him, and they loved booing him. If you didn't have the IC on Dom, and he was in this, I'd pick Dom. Just because, like, he has the heat. Theory had this heat. And then you have Big E, who finally got it when he cashed in during the, like, 2021. And then in 2020, you had Otis. It's so, like, dating back the past 5 winners, I think WWE regrets having it on Otis and probably Theory because they were unsuccessful. And Otis didn't even cash in. That was the COVID year. And it meant a lot for Big E in his career. That was like a milestone moment. But I think it's LA Knight. I really do. And it's going to be electric. So
For sure.
that's
This
how
is
I
one of the
feel.
reasons why I love WWE. Because you bring that exact thing up. It reminded me of the Royal Rumble and
Yeah.
how Jey Uso won. And out of even if you look at the list of all the
Mhm.
winners, Jey Uso sticks out right now as,
Yep.
with all due
Sure.
respect.
No.
You got to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
But the fact that, of course, I see your perspective, and hopefully to an extent you see mine. But
Oh, I
yeah,
definitely see yours.
I
Yes.
see it.
I could see Andrade, but I feel like it's like, what do you do? Like, there's no, like, for the chant Cody or what Cena, but it will be Cody. And then you have Jey Uso. LA Knight will cook both those dudes, and you can have instant heat off the bat. Like,
It's true.
it'd be so wild. All right, we can move on to Lyra versus Becky Lynch. Fellas, what are your thoughts
Wait,
about this?
did you mention the interference stuff? Did I miss that?
Oh, I did skip it. Do we
Okay.
think anyone's going to interfere in the men's Money in the Bank?
Definitely.
I agree.
Yeah,
100%.
Wouldn't you think Punk goes after Seth?
Has to.
I feel like that definitely happened.
Yep.
Um,
That's why Seth isn't my pick, because it's going to happen.
yeah.
Do we see a Roman Reigns appearance this weekend?
I don't know, dude. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Where would he fit?
I mean, the only thing I can, when he
'Cause I
came
don't-
back, he went after Seth,
Uh-huh.
Punk. That was the last thing that he's done.
And I need Bloodline 3.0 to keep building before he comes back for that too. So
I don't think he wants to, though.
yeah,
I think he's kind of done with it, if we're being 100% honest. Like, I don't see Roman Reigns coming back and being back in the Bloodline. Like, I see him coming back and head.
I'm talking about like cooking like solo or something. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I don't know about yeah.
Like, I don't think he has anything to
know.
do with any of it. But we'll see. But I do think Punk does interfere. 100%. We want to move on to Lyra versus the man Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
What do y'all think?
I'm expecting a Bailey interference.
Oh.
Yeah.
1,000%. Because Bailey's from LA. She's been gone for a little bit. I think this is the time. And I just don't want Lyra to lose it yet. Legit. Looking at the match they had, the last match that they had, that was amazing. Went on for a solid amount of time, and it's just another step up for Lyra. If Becky wins, Lyra is cooked. She's so cooked. So I expect Bailey's gonna come in, interfere, and then Becky and Bailey can go on to SummerSlam, and Lyra actually faces somebody else.
Yeah. Wow.
Sees if she can stand on her own within a feud.
Wow. That's a great take. I want to say Becky, but after that, I think you've convinced me Lyra.
Yeah.
But for to be the opposite, I'm going to still say Becky. Because Lyra's been a boring champ. So, but I do understand the side of writing, and I do think you're correct. And her being champ and retaining will set up a feud. It's just easy. Be like, all right, well, I'm going to go for the Intercontinental Women's Championship. So let's chase this mid-card. Man, that's a great take. Mel, what do you think?
I'm gonna go completely left field. Bailey sets up triple threat SummerSlam.
Wow, for the IC.
I'll be down for that too.
Yeah.
That'd be tough.
That would be heat.
So I'm gonna go. I'll go with you, Jalen. We'll go Lyra, but sets up an opportunity for her to have a match of a lifetime against two legends. So, despite how much I dislike Bailey, Rococo loves her though.
So y'all think that no matter who wins, that you're get Mel? If you think it's a triple threat, no matter who.
Dude,
wins?
I'd love it. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be cool, man.
Yeah.
Because the in between to SummerSlam is what is it? Clash, right? Clash of Castle, and then
There's
what do you
another
call
one
it?
in July, I think.
Evolution?
Yeah.
Is that happening at some point?
Oh,
Yeah, Evolution's coming
shoot!
out.
Yes. There's
That
a
can
lot.
affect things too.
There's a lot of in between because there's that. There's Crown Jewel,
Yep.
and then there's Saturday Night Main Event in Atlanta.
Aren't they doing something else in Atlanta that weekend? Is that Evolution?
I think it is Evolution.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sweet. Alrighty, main event. The one we're all ready for. Okay. Not only am I going to
Surely this is the main event.
Not only am I going to ask who do you think is going to win, but I also want to ask you, are we setting up for a Cody and Cena feud? Is this the right move to have this tag championship? Not a championship, wow. This tag match. And do you feel like this may be a stagnant story when you have Cody and Jay versus John Cena and Logan Paul? What do we think? I hate it.
Loaded.
I hate it. I hate everything about it. Why? Why are we wasting John Cena's farewell tour with Logan Paul as his tag team partner against Cody and Jey Uso? You don't have any of your champs defending their belt at Money in the Bank. You have them in a tag match. Stop. Triple H, you're better than this. This is lazy clickbait writing. Give John Cena a story arc if he's going to be heel, and let that be what it is until he's not heel anymore. I'm tired of all these different gimmick matches. I'm sick and tired. I'm about to crash out when it comes to this heel turn, okay? I am tired of just the random week-to-week stuff he is doing. He is the greatest of all time, and he deserves better than this. And sure, maybe this is what he wants, is to wrestle all these dream matches, but they're not a dream match when you're an awful heel character. So just stop. I hate everything about this. I'm going to turn off my TV. I'm going to turn it off when it gets there. All right, I'm done talking. Y'all can take the floor. I need a drink of water.
That's a fantastic press. But to kind of go up against you,
do it.
John Cena's old. He's in his last year. And, of course, those of us that grew up on John Cena would love to see callbacks to the past. Money in the Bank, we all thought, oh, CM Punk versus John Cena, make it happen. But because of how long these wrestled, we can throw out these throwback, these nostalgia, these dream matches, this one more time matches. We can fill up the card with it. But John Cena and his story, it's something different. Giving other people that rub. Like Logan Paul being inside this situation. Fantastic. The fact that he's in a match with Cody Rhodes, both champions, that's elevating him. Where they go from here, it could be John Cena versus Logan Paul. But it's just, I don't see John Cena burying like young talent and just throwing them away. I don't feel like that's the story. Now, I do want John to hold the belt until the end of the year.
That would be my next question, was how long you think he holds it?
I think end of the year. I think he leaves with it, personally.
Okay.
Because that story there, having somebody leave with a championship, those, 100 years, I'm a casual, those 100 years, that history, leaving with one person to not only restart, like the coming up day, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, that's top tier storytelling.
And let's be honest, John Cena deserves to be the last champ.
Yeah.
He deserves that.
So that's amazing. And then I think Cody and Jey walk out with the win.
Yeah.
Even having Cody pin John Cena to really build up that rematch.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we were just talking about the schedule. And in my mind, SummerSlam's tomorrow. It's really not.
It's not.
So I have no idea what they can do to extend it. But at least in my short term, that's what I do think.
Yeah, I think Cody and Jey win it as well. Mel, what do you think?
Sorry, I was making sure. I was trying to look at when all the PLEs are. Okay, wow. So we get a Night of Champions in the summer.
That's what it was.
It's not Crown Royal. What is it? What do they
Crown
used to call
Jewel.
it? It's not Crown Jewel anymore. So we're getting a Night of Champions, Saturday Night Main Event, Evolution, and then SummerSlam.
Which the only one that matters to John Cena is the Clash of Champions.
Yes. Man. Does that set us up with Jey versus Cena then? Do we see something there? I know. I should have not said that. Mike's angry. He's about to crash out.
That's not crazy.
But like, I'm just being realistic. Like, is that what that sets us up? I'm gonna be so mad, bro.
I hope not.
I don't hate the idea. Like,
oh no, Mike's
it's
done.
like it's split between people that like love Jey Uso, hate John Cena, and then the same way, like you can love John Cena's story and think that Jey is limited in ring, he can't talk on the mic, and all this stuff.
It's true.
That could be hype.
He is limited in the ring. He has a shallow bag.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, keep talking.
He has a catchphrase, a cool, fun song, awful at promos, I mean, that's what you said is true. That is 100% accurate with Jey Uso. Is it fun to yeet in person? 100% it is.
Of course it is.
That is a blast. Nate said he hates it. He talks it every week about 30-minute yeet down for Jey Uso and the, run it back. He dogs it every single week. But is it fun to do it in person? Yes, it is. That does not mean you deserve to be a champion, though, okay? Get them out of here. If that is literally a wasted match, I'm not even going to watch it. And I don't even want to get started on that right now. Okay?
Yeah.
But I hope that's not a match.
But to give you my prediction, it's LA. I think Cena and Logan are gonna win, and it's gonna be super dirty, and then that's when we see Travis Scott back.
Could you possibly see? Okay, think about this. Okay, you have LA Knight win Money in the Bank. Then you can start a feud to SummerSlam with Cena and LA Knight. Dude, that would promo wise cook. But we all know Cody Rhodes ain't going to be out of the mix, and I'm just so sick and tired of that. Like, you won, like LA Knight says, you can go to the back of the line. There's people more deserving for a shot right now than you.
Do y'all think he came back too early?
100%.
Definitely. Oh my goodness.
It should have been.
I really
SummerSlam.
thought he was coming back Yeah, exactly. I didn't think he was going to come back this early.
I hate that he came back early. But
Or even the last match of John.
Yep.
That's like okay, we got to fix WrestleMania. We got to fix that ending.
There's no way they do that to John in Boston, bro. Cody Rhodes.
That's where his last stuff is.
That's his last stuff is. Yep. It's like New Year's Eve-ish area, like right after Christmas. I want to go so bad.
Those ticket prices.
So bad. Will be nuts, and it'll probably be during candlelight. No, it will be after. It's after Christmas.
It'll be after.
Yep. I want to go so bad. So bad. To see the GOAT one last time in Boston, TD Gardens. And if they had Cody Rhodes show up, that place would...
Gonna break the speakers.
Cena will be face by then. 100%. He will be a face character for his last match. Has to be, right?
I also think he'll get a 30-minute speech at the end too.
Yeah. I feel like that's whenever we see it break. So even if he is healed, he finishes the match, grabs the mic, and then there we see the break.
Yeah.
And everything.
I miss you guys.
Oh, dude, I'll be honest with you. I won't be shocked if I shed a tear.
Oh, definitely. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. This
My crowd never seen a Faulkner third.
That's my childhood hero right there.
Bro.
That's my childhood hero, bro. I'm telling you. I bought the You Can't See Me necklace right there to have it. You know? So, all right, well, it's going to be good Money in the Bank this weekend along with the AAA. It's going to be entertaining. Just know AAA's on YouTube, not Peacock or anything. It's going to be on YouTube, which, hey, tune in. Even if you don't know the wrestlers, watch. I mean, it's going to be highly entertaining. So I'm excited about that. We want to give an honorable mention, though, real quick before we leave. And talk about the release of our boy R-Truth. And I don't know if you could hear it on Raw, but that crowd chant his name all night long. And I'm in the second row with my We Love R-Truth sign. I mean, the people showed up chanting his name. Is this the wrong move from WWE? I know he's 53. I know he really doesn't have an in-ring presence much. But is this the right move? What do you think?
I don't think they should have disrespected the 24/7 GOAT like that.
I agree 100%. 53-time champ.
They should have, just like they're going to let Cena leave with the WWE title, they should have let him leave with his 24/7 title.
That would have been heat, bro.
Somebody had brought up like the lack of foresight the WWE had. They could have easily done title versus career.
Yeah.
Versus like that. But just sometimes I hate social media because this is one of those things like R-Truth could have gotten released, signed a Legends deal, and then he came back and made like a funny face every 6 months, and we would have been okay with it. We would have been none the wiser. But since his contract didn't get renewed, now everybody knows, and it's this instant thing like, oh, WWE versus R-Truth. Give it time. I feel like R-Truth is going to be back in 2 months, ready to wrestle.
Yeah,
like,
Mike. Before you had hopped in, and it was just me, Rococo. He was mentioning R-Truth on that Legends contract. I mean, that may be what is next.
Yeah. Could be a chance.
But what I felt really bad for Dude though was this is where I think TKO is really messed up. That Ron Cena shirt was gonna be his greatest selling merch he's ever made. That would have gave him a bag. They should have at least let him stay on until the full. I thought that was kind of lame on TKO to do, honestly.
Yeah. I want to ask y'all real quick while we're talking about R-Truth. What's your favorite memory? I have mine. I'll go first. My favorite R-Truth memory is when he entered to the Women's Royal Rumble.
Sensational.
Incredible. Just his awareness. Love it. And then obviously the childhood hero gimmick with Cena is just incredible. But I mean, there's so many good moments, man. It's like...
Hey, which one was the moment when... It may have been another Royal Rumble with Brock and Paul Heyman when he tried to eliminate Paul Heyman. Do y'all remember that? I can't remember which one it was. That one cracks me up to the because he had Brock Lesnar crying, bro. When you can make the Beast Incarnate just laugh like that.
Yeah. It's incredible.
That was awesome.
Also, whenever he grabbed the ladder and slid it under and went up with a briefcase.
And
Not up
there.
Was there.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
bro.
I love when he ghost tagged.
He's an NPC, bro.
Yeah, you remember the ghost tag whenever he was going against the Miz?
Oh my gosh, that was so good.
And he was like, "Bro, we're not on the team anymore."
Okay. Or the tag. So whenever the Awesome Truth won the tag belts, this one is actually my choice. Whenever they were in the ladder match, so there's no tagging in anywhere, and R-Truth stood on the apron,
for the
tag.
Yes,
and it was one of the biggest pops of the weekend. That stuff is so good,
man.
That's so funny.
I'm bummed to not see him, but maybe he's El Grande Americana.
Yep,
could be.
I think it's him, man.
It went over my head. Oh my gosh,
they couldn't do 2 contracts.
Nope, they couldn't.
Makes sense.
So, all right. Well, I think that's going to do it for us. If you're listening, whether it's Spotify or maybe you saw a clip on TikTok, YouTube, whatever, put in the comments your favorite R-Truth memory. And we want to say, man, we want to see this thing grow. So like, share, subscribe, send this to your friends. Any view, any comment, any like, any repost helps us so much to try to get our name out there. We love talking wrestling, and we know there's a whole community that loves to talk wrestling too. And so we want to grow this community. So make sure you like and you share. We want to give a shout out to our boy Rococo for being on the pod with us today. Go follow his page and all that good stuff. And we are going to sign off. We will see you next week. Peace.